Hey everyone, here's how to do the full Witch of Kindness quest in Crimson Desert, where we have to cleanse the Sanctum of Exaltation, Solace, Deliverance, and Atonement. The first thing we're going to do is come near the Wayward Woods here. This is between the P and the A and Paloon, and you're going to come to the exact location I have marked there. There'll be a girl here, and you're going to speak with her, and afterwards she's going to get Thanos dusted away. Afterwards, we do have to go upwards here to the Witch's hideout, so that's the location there. It's in the middle of a lake, and you'll just jump your way across. After speaking with her, she's going to give you a quest where we have to go cleanse these three sanctums. The first one we'll go to is the Sanctum of Exaltation here, which is right by it. You're going to have to clear out all of these, so just take on the enemies. For the guys that are flying around like that, you can use Blinding Flash to take care of them, but they're pretty easy. The first thing we got to do in the Shrine of Sanctum of Exaltation is blow up that there, and you can grab through this, or you can go up on top, and you're going to grab the first part. Now, each of these requires us to find two pieces. This one is relatively easy here, so that first one you saw, you had to break the ice, it'll drain the water, and you grab that. And then the second one is just down here. Now, the thing is, it's a little bit hard to see, so you might want to drop down, but you're going to want to bring a kuku pot here, as there are some that you do need it for. This one you can just drag it straight up to the place if you wanted to, but the kuku pot is where you're just going to drop it in. You press Y or triangle to seal these items inside of it, and then you can go back into your inventory and drop them back out. This is the way to do it for all of these puzzles. Otherwise, it just becomes a pain of dragging them around. So you're just going to use your Axiom Force and then use your Force Punch to break these in, or you can get an upgrade to do it a little bit easier. I just didn't grab it. And after you cleanse the Sanctums, you can then do this puzzle here. It is tricky. You have to use a Blinding Flash and press it only when those buttons are appearing, and it is a bit early. The timing of this is very bad, so you may have to do this a few times. And then Bari's going to show up, and we're going to be next coming to the Sanctum of Solace here. So once we're at this location, you're going to again be clearing it out. There is a pretty challenging boss here, but there's a lot of enemies as well. Afterwards, there's a little spot here marked on the map, so we're going to make our way over to this section here. This one is a little bit different. So once you come over to the main section where we're going to be putting the rocks into, we're going to jump down into this section here. There's a little swimming pool looking thing and a big broken crack in the wall, and we're going to climb our way into it. And here's where the kuku pot comes in handy, because you're going to have to use it and hoist it through. Using the kuku pot, we can seal it through the wall. Otherwise, you're not able to do that, so you may have to go craft one if you don't have one. Afterwards, we're just going to run straight over to here to get the last piece. So that is really literally right beside the pool there. It's pretty straightforward and simple once we get into this spot. So that is the Sanctum of Solace. Not too bad. I think this is the easiest one. Next is the Sanctum of Atonement here. So I don't think this is the hardest. The next one after is a little bit more challenging, but this one does have a ton of enemies in the area. And once you clear it out, we're going to come over to this section here. Just straight away, you're going to be located in this spot after you clear the enemies out. So all the locations are from where you're getting cleared out. There's also a chest in this section here, but afterwards we're leaving this room and we're going to walk straight across over to here. You're going to see this little small crack in the wall. You're just going to climb your way through, look up, and there is the last piece that we need, the Fusion Core Reactor 3. So again, just go punch those into place and be on our merry way. And that is how to complete the Sanctum of Atonement. But finally, we have the Sanctum of Deliverance. I think this is the hardest one here, and that is the location there. There is an overwhelming amount of enemies here, like an absolute ton of them. But once you've cleared them all out, this is how we're going to do it. So right from where you're starting off at, once you clear it out, we're going to climb our way up to the top of this tower here. Once we're up here, you're going to see that there's these little red thing glowing. That means that it's going to break and we can fall into it. So I'm just going to show you the exact location there on the map, and you saw those rocks breaking through. We're going to fall down here because this is where our next piece is going to be. Again, the controls in this game are very janky, so you may have to try and fall through multiple times, he'll save himself. But once we're in here, you're going to see that brick there just right where we dropped in at. Now, the next one is a little bit more of a tricky spot. You can also use just your Axiom Force to get out of there. And I'm going to show you the location for the next one. If you fly up high, you can see the main gate of this place. And I actually had to come back here just to film it again to show you guys. Once we run in here, you're going to light these two up. You can use Blinding Flash or just manually light them. And once you get in here, there will be a cube right there, as well as the Alpha Wolf hat. So, yeah, Alpha Wolf. Okay. And then the piece is there too. So we're just going to grab that and then go, again, put them into the Sanctum of Deliverance here. And then this will get us the final piece. Afterwards, we're just going to return back to Bari. She'll give us a witch token, which is used later on to be able to get to the final piece of the puzzle. So that is something that will be used later on. But if this video is useful, please hit the subscribe button below, and you can now get yourself a Bismuth steer.